Both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And I think the Nets, they've been middle of the pack for most of the season. This just might be who they are. Not a great team, but at least they aren't bringing up the rear.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Stephen Curry, Dillon Brooks out there with Barnes. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Barrett at the 2. And for New York, they've got Hartenstein. Marcus Smart is out there with McDaniels. And it's Huff in at the 4 slot. Curry outside, buries the long-range jumper. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Kevin, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Huff after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Smart. Can they get it? Rebound, Brooklyn. This time they met was in Brooklyn.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
So it's the Knicks now. After the basket by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Portis.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Curry passes to Barnes. Outside Portis. Pass to Curry. And here is Barnes. Smart with the steal. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Now, here's Barrett. Shoots over Jenkins. Brooks from outside. Drills it from outside.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Isaiah Hartenstein is second.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Hartenstein with a screen on Barrett. Barrett against Smart. Just 5 to shoot. For Barrett. Smart misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
So, Clark, thinking back to the playoffs last year, coming to this building in New York, those crowds were loud. Wow.
They were, boy, Kevin, they were loud. They were engaged. The Mecca felt like it did back in the 90s. I mean, it's always fun when this place in Manhattan is rocking. There's no place quite like it.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and, you know, those losses really hurt you. You can't get anything going your way. Everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And here is Barnes after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Huff. Here's Smart. He averages about 5 points a game. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Curry outside. It's rebounded by New York. To the inside. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist from Smart.
And Smart keeps the offense connected. Just does a great job of making sure they have a nice flow.
Outside Portis. Pass to Brooks. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. A moment now to check out some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 13.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now, here's McDaniel. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Knicks trail by 14. All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, Kevin. With time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the New York Knicks making the news. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Al Horford is checked in for Bobby Portis. Sam Hauser comes in for Barnes. And it's Najee Marshall in for Barrett.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the paint and stolen by Horford. Joe in the corner. Inside. Here's Hauser. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniel. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Now, here's McDaniel. No scoring in this one. Beyond the arc. New York, no good that time either. Nets leading by 14. Joe in the corner. Here's Horford. Lays it up off the glass.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Jenkins. He had a big outing in that Mavericks game as well. There's a screen. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
My goodness, McDaniels gets downhill in a hurry.
Now here's Curry. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Now here's Curry. Over Jenkins. The Knicks pull it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Marshall. Still scoreless. Pass to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And the Nets lead by 14.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Hartenstein. His last outing, he had 24 points. Joe with it. Pass to Marshall. Outside for Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shoots over Jenkins. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's Marshall. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Picked by Horford. A 3-ball. And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Will it go? A nice shot by Huff.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 14. Horford with the screen on Paul. Williams kicks to Horford. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Nets leading by 14. Williams looking over the floor. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Najee Marshall's out there with Barnes. Then there's Horford. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Williams at the point guard. Here's Barnes. After the made shot from KD. And it's Jock Landale with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Williams. He has yet to score. Barnes outside. Latrey. Knicks with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Here's Barnes. After the made shot from KD. It's Joe on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Marshall can't hit. Knicks trail by 8. Taken away by Williams. Joe passes to Horford. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Durant finishing it off in transition. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Knicks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Now Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And Green gets it to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nets leading by 4. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Outside Durant. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Landale with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's the Nets now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. For the Knicks, McDaniels, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Marcus Smart comes in for Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Kevin Durant. Barnes finds Marshall. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Knicks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Robinson kicks to Jenkins. Smart passes to McDaniels. Robinson sets a screen for McDaniel. Robinson misses.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Barnes passes to Williams. On the wing, Barnes. Outside Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Green with a screen for Jenkins. McDaniels outside. Pass to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his second basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Williams passes to Horford. Horford sets a screen for Williams, and they call an illegal screen. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Look at Curry, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Joe. The Knicks making the shot. 6 on the shot clock. He's whistled for the 5-second back-to-the-basket violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Sacramento Kings.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Nets.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Great open look there. Barnes has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Oh, great decision-making from Barnes there. So good at letting the pick and roll develop.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for New York. Green comes in for McDaniels. Now here's Smart. Green, the screen. New York needs to get off a shot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Portis finds Curry. Back to Portis. The Nets working the ball around now. Brooks, the pass to Barnes. Portis, the screen. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Now here's Jenkins. Not a lot of room. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Jenkins. Jenkins got 3 assists now in this one. Barnes outside. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the right wing. Back to Smart. Green with a screen for Smart. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Nets. Down low. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on him, throwing it down with force.
Pass to Jenkins. Now Green. Here's Huff. Here's Jenkins. Hangs home the trifecta. Jenkins got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Huff. He has 5. Now Jenkins. Pass to Hartenstein. The 3. Brooks grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Nobody near Barnes. Hits it from 3-point range. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. when he's hitting from three, this guy is almost unguardable.
Jenkins the pass to Green. Here's Huff. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Timeout.
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nets making a switch here. Joe's checked in, and so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the first one drops. Good on both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
It's Curry outside. The Knicks pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Smart. For the three. It's rebounded by Curry. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now, here's Barrett. No good on the three. Now, here's Jenkins. Guarded by Curry. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Jenkins. Pass to Hartenstein. Great D that time from Portis.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. And here's Barrett. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jenkins with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. In the corner, Smart with it. Back to Green. Over Joe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Marshall, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Now here's Curry. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Huff. New York has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Jenkins the pass to Hartenstein. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jenkins. Curry with the defensive effort. And here's Brooks from outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the New York Knicks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest. Is there a better weekend than All-Star weekend?
My birthday weekend, I get to do whatever I want.
Wait, how many birthdays do you have a year, Shaq? Because that sounds like every weekend for you.
He's not wrong, Biggin. And now let's take a minute here to talk about Draymond Green. Fellas, how about the first half he had?
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scottie Barnes.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The Knicks with the lead. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Smart is out there with Hartenstein. And it's Huff in at the power forward. Now here's Smart. Jenkins can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There it finds Barnes. Now Curry. Over in the corner, Portis. Curry deciding where to go with it. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. McDaniels up top. Pass to Jenkins. Hartenstein with the screen on Curry. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Barnes outside. Barrett kicks to Brooks. Curry with a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks shooting well. 50% from the floor. Pass to McDaniels. Smart against Barrett. Clock at 6. Outside, Smart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Barnes passes to Barrett. Now here's Curry. Guarded close. Stolen by McDaniels. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Hartenstein. Rebound, Brooklyn. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Barnes looking around. Pass to Brooks. Barnes outside. Outside Portis for the lead. The Knicks pull it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Huff. The rebound by the Nets. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Brooks in the corner. Offensive rebound. Portis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Hartenstein.
Because Portis is an active scorer, he draws the D's attention, sometimes a little too much attention.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Portis drains both of them. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bounce pass from Smart. Hartenstein passes to McDaniels. Here's Smart. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you have to stay poised to finish a play like that. Smart, so good at recognizing the chance for the three-point play.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Nets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Portis sets the pick for Brooks. Pass to Portis. Wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. McDaniels outside. Barrett against Smart. Hartenstein with the screen on Barrett. Connects from 3-point range. Smart's got 6 in the quarter.
And if Smart finds his rhythm from range, he is dangerous. He can do a lot of damage from deep.
Barnes finds Portis. Barnes outside. Portis sets the pick for Barnes. Right side, Portis. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you guys.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here is Brooks. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Barrett for three. It's good from long range. Barrett's got 8.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Pass to Hartenstein. Inside, and stolen by Portis. Here we go, one-on-one. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. They're doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at New York. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Nets. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Draymond Green is checked in for New York. And a change for the Nets. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Brooks. Here's Hartenstein. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Jenkins the pass to Green. Here's Smart. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Pass to Huff. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Huff's got 12. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Curry. Barnes outside. Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, he can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's Joe. Scoreless thus far. Here's Portis. Great D that time from Hartenstein. The Knicks leading by 4. Outside, Smart. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Jenkins. From the arc. He shoots again. And Hartenstein finishes inside. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Portis with the shot. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jenkins the pass to Huff. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Barrett's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle to end the drought. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jenkins. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Barnes finds Curry. Portis in the post. 12 points for him. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Barnes. Knicks have gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Green against Barrett, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Nets trail by 4. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. Williams passes to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Robinson against Horford. Back to Joe. Over Thompson. Good D by Thompson. The Knicks leading by 4. Green dishes to Durant. There's 1:17 left here in the 3rd quarter. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Over Williams. Durant, good. Durant's got 12.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
Now, here's Marshall. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. A nice shot by McDaniel. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
Determination there from McDaniels. Love seeing that. Refusing to be denied on the drive.
Outside Williams. Pass to Horford. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks leading by 8. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for him.
Loving the energy right now here in the 3rd quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it, because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Hauser bounce pass. 3-pointer Horford. And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Nets. Scotty Barnes is out there with Horford. Then it's Najee Marshall. Then it's Williams. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard spot. Barnes can't get it to go.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Durant against Williams. Confident finish by Durant.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to Joe. Right side Horford. Now Barnes. Guarded by Green. The 3. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Durant deciding where to go with it. Out to Thompson. Takes the 3. Green with a screen for McDaniel. Doesn't go that time.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Marshall. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Thompson passes to KD. Rebounded by the Nets. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Robinson against Barnes. Pass to Joe. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Green outside Robinson. Here's Thompson. New York, no good that time either. Williams against KD. Pass to Marshall. Now Horford. And here is Barnes. Over Green. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. New York leading by 7. Outside, KD. Tough 2 from Durant.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Williams passes to Marshall. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Barnes. Knicks with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Durant against Williams. And Durant gets double teamed. Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Throwing it down. Oh, Robinson. Fully committed on that.
Williams passes to Marshall. Al Horford. Here's Barnes. Guarded by Green. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Horford with the screen on KD. Three-pointer on the way. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 11. And here's Thompson. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Off's jacked in. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Pass to Marshall. Now Curry. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Thompson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Trying to end the drought. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Outside Robinson. McDaniels outside. Robinson sets a screen for Green. Back to McDaniel. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. McDaniels got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
How about Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation? The big fella bouncing to the rack.
Robinson a screen on Curry. And stolen by Horford. Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. And good that time. Marshall's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Knicks leading by 10. McDaniels outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
A different look for New York. Hartenstein's checked in for Robinson. Marcus Smart comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Jenkins in for Thompson. The Nets also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Horford. Brooks comes in for Marshall. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Isaiah Joe.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Jenkins. Now Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a screen on Barrett. Smart passes to Hartenstein. Now Jenkins lets the three fly, and the three ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 13.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Brooks against McDaniel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Hartenstein.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or two, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
McDaniels passes to Jenkins. New York moving the ball around. Smart misses. Nets trail by 11. Down low. Here's Curry. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the net.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And a few more plays like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Barrett against Smart. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks kicks to Barnes. Outside Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Jenkins. Here's McDaniel. Tries it from 19. Cleared away by Brooks. Nets trail by 7. Curry with it. Ball's not loose. Smart with the steal. McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Portis. Here's Smart. Cleared away by Brooks. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
It's stolen by Barrett. From deep. Hartenstein with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shots.
Smart deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot.
And Smart is constantly getting hit and throwing his body around, which is why he can get those calls.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
The three is off.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Hartenstein with the screen on Barrett. Now Hartenstein. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Curry. And the three misses.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Knicks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense that forced the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous two games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both